Welcome to a new market update video. I'm going to take a look at my website and then at the price of BTC. Let's see what it did since yesterday. So I'll jump into screen share and we'll take a look at my website. And then we'll jump into the charts. First, here's my disclaimer. As always, please read it in English and French. On my you find my website in the description of this video. So just if you want my services, one-on-one coaching and the rest, you have the payment method and links. You find my email address on the links and my piano channel if you want to listen to some classical music. Anyways, after looking at my my website, just for those who have a YouTube channel and want interviews, there's something about that too, so you can look that up. Now that we have looked at my disclaimer, let's look at the French version of my disclaimer and the German version of my disclaimer. Okay. Yesterday, the price of BTC was 7,955. And we're going to take a look now at the price of current Bitcoin. So right now we are at 7,789. 7,789. So we dropped from yesterday. TD sequential yesterday was saying that price go up, but we went down. Okay, so we are going to take a look at the charts. As always, I start from short term and then I move up. So short term, we just had a drop, and here was a pump. Let's see how high we went. We went up to 8,000 on the last pump. That's a lot. I think it's not bad. And before that, we were at 7,500. Now we are hanging out at 7.8. So on the 3-hour chart, you are on a 3 up with confirmation. On the 30-minute chart, sorry, 30-minute chart, you're on a 3 up with confirmation. The TD sequential once again was wrong. Huh? Let's see if tomorrow it will be wrong again. The last days it was always wrong, always wrong. One-hour chart, you're on a 6 down with confirmation. So 6 down with confirmation for the 1-hour chart. You broke all the moving averages. 2-hour chart, you're on a 5 down with confirmation. 5 down with confirmation. Yesterday they were all up, pointing up. 3-hour chart, you're on a 2 down without confirmation for now. So you have 3 down and 1 up. So intermediate term, I'll say we go down and we have a confirmation. 3 down and up. Yesterday it was up. It wasn't up. Today it is up. It is pointing down. Next chart. The 4-hour chart is intermediate. That was short term. Now let's look at the intermediate time frame. For me, intermediate time frame starts with the 4-hour chart, and we are on a 2 down with confirmation. 2 down with confirmation. 5-hour chart. We are on a 2 down with confirmation. 5-hour chart, we are on a 2 down with confirmation. 6-hour chart, we are on a 2 down without confirmation. Down without confirmation. 8-hour chart. We are on a 4 up with confirmation, but it seems like if it will be flipping. 4 up with confirmation. 10-hour chart. We are also on a 4 up with confirmation. 12-hour chart. We are on a 1 down without confirmation. 1 down without confirmation. So here again, my 12-hour chart, I have to tell you the same thing as always, that we are flipping. We get a red candle pointing down, then a green number 1, a red number 1. Now we have a green number 1. So we are flipping. Right now we are flipping. And it seems like we are consolidating in that channel. We're going sideways, actually. After the 12-hour chart, I'm taking a look at the 15-hour chart. And the 15-hour chart is on a 3 up with confirmation. 3 up with confirmation. So how much downs do we get? We get 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 downs out of 7. So that's more than half. So I give the intermediate term a down. And I give it even down with confirmation because of most of those downs you have a confirmation. But it's only a 4 out of 7. Let's look at my long-term charts. And they start with the 1-day chart. 1-day chart is on a 1 down without confirmation. 1 down without confirmation. Here you see it even more. Look at that. You had 1 candle up, then candle number 1 down, then a candle number 1 up, and then a candle number 1 down. So you're flipping, 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 and flipping. That moving average, I think it's the 30 moving average. I'm just gonna check, yes. It's 30 moving average on the 1 day is rejecting the price right now. We can't establish ourselves beyond it. And I think we will get away from it, and then we have support on all those moving averages, but they should all, maybe not the last one. The last one is 200. I'll just check. Huh? Yes, the last one is 200. But they should all crack. There should all not be enough resistance. We should head to the 200. Let's see if that happens, but that's what I think. That's what normally should happen. But we'll go, look, I just started my analysis. I'm going to the end of my analysis, and then I can tell you. Today, I still have in my mind the stuff I told you yesterday. And I'm going to take a look if it changed. Okay, since we are just flipping and we are not going anywhere, my analysis probably has not changed. But I'm still going to take a look at all my indicators, and then I'll be able to tell you what I think. Right now, I still think, just as yesterday, that we are heading to the 200 EMA. And if I see something that changed my mind, that will change my mind, I'll tell you. But until that, my analysis does not change. It only changes if I get new information. And since we are going sideways, there's very little chance that you will find that information today, that you will get that information today from me, or that I'll get that information and change my mind. So let's go to the 2-day chart. We are on a 5 down with confirmation. 2-day chart, 5 down with confirmation. 3-day chart, you are on a 3 down without confirmation. 3 down without confirmation. 4-day chart. You are on a 3 down without confirmation. Yes, 5-day chart. You are on a 3 down without confirmation. 6-day chart, you're on a 5 up with confirmation. 5 up with confirmation. 1-week chart, you're on a 1 down without confirmation. 2-week chart, you're on a 8, up with confirmation. 3-week chart, you're on a 5, up with confirmation. 1-week chart, 1-week chart, no, sorry, 1-month chart, you're on a 4, up with confirmation. 2-month chart, you are on a 1, up without confirmation. 3-month chart, you are on a 1, up without confirmation. And 4-month chart, you are on a 3, down without confirmation. So I don't think anything has changed, but I'll check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, something has changed. I don't know what has changed, but something has changed. Yesterday we had 6 out of 7 pointing down. Today we have 7 out of 13 pointing down. So we went from a 6 to a 7. So it's a little more bearish today than it was yesterday, but I'll just check if I did not make a mistake while counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, I did make a mistake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, can I count up to 7 or not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, 7. So it's a little more bearish than yesterday. Now we're going to take a look at the moving averages, the EMAs. Okay, just for TT sequential. So TT sequential is all pointing down. Yesterday it was all pointing up, we went down. Today it is pointing down. So let's see if tomorrow we go up. So I think TT sequential will make up its mind. Either we go down or up. And now it says down. I hope that this time it's right. The last 4 times it was wrong, but I hope that this time it's right and we actually go down. For now it's pointing down. Let's see what happened. But let's see what will be the case tomorrow. I'll check tomorrow. I'll tell you tomorrow what happened. I have no crystal ball. I don't know what will happen, but it's pointing down. That's what I can tell you, without any doubt. And everybody who knows anything about sequential will tell you the same. EMAs. So let's start with the 2-hour chart. 2-hour chart for me, it's now pointing down again. Yesterday I gave it a flat, but today I give it a down. 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart, it's hard to say, but I give it a flat. And 6-hour chart probably still an up. Let's see. Yes, it's still in an uptrend. Okay, then everything else will be in an uptrend. Now, let's take a look at the SMAs after looking at the EMAs. So the SMAs have changed a little, but not much. I'm adjusting this every day because price changes and my forecast changes with price. But it doesn't change much, maybe 1 day or 2. Now it says that we get the golden cross on the 22nd of July 2019. So next month. And price should be attracted into that golden cross. And after that golden cross, you have the moving average in the bullish posture. The golden one, the blue one, and then the red one. Right now, you have the golden one, but instead of having the blue one, you have the red one. So that's still a bearish posture. It will be 100% bullish once we get the golden cross. The golden cross, we should get it next in 1 month, and the 22nd of July. So it's positive 2 out of 3. I'm missing the golden cross. Here we have, I always say it wrong, COPOC and ADX. So COPOC is, the first one is still flat, the second one is pointing down, and the third one is pointing down. So this is a bearish indicator. Now I'm going to take a look at Bollinger Band. 1 month is bullish. It's positive, just as yesterday. 1 week is positive 2. 1 day, 1 day is negative. 1 day is negative. It was negative yesterday also. 6 hours is negative. It was positive yesterday, but today it is negative. Then 4 hours will be negative 2. Yes, it's negative. And 2 hours should be negative 2, but let's check. Yes, it's negative. So we have only 2 positive out of 6, according to Bollinger Band. Let's jump into the next chart. The next chart is my MACD chart. And we are on the 1 month. So let's start with the 1 month. 1 month is positive. Let's jump into the 1 week. 1 week is also positive. Then let's take a look at the 1 day. 1 day is negative. And it was negative yesterday too. Let's take a look at the 6-hour chart. 6-hour chart is positive. It was positive yesterday too. 4-hour chart is positive. 4-hour chart is positive, was positive yesterday too. And 2-hour chart, well, the 2-hour chart went negative. So since I'm expecting price to drop, I think that the higher time frames, the 4-hour, the 6-hour should go negative too. Right now it's still positive, but it should go negative. Okay, next chart, the Kaufman moving average and stochastic. Let's look at Kaufman moving average and stochastic. So here on the Kaufman 1 week, and it's positive. Now we're going to take a look at the, we were on the 1 month, sorry. Now we take a look at the 1 week, and the 1 week is negative. Well, I'm sorry, I'm mistaken, I'm looking at stochastic. So let's just check. Kaufman is positive, yes, as I told you, and on the 1 week it's positive too. Kaufman, well, sorry, Kaufman is negative on the 1 month, and on the 1 week it's positive. On the 1 day, I should not mess up my chart, we are negative. On the 6-hour, we are negative. On the 4-hour, yesterday we were negative too. We are negative. Yesterday we were positive, but now we are negative on the 4-hour. On the 2-hour, we are slightly positive. I'm going to check that. Well, I cannot check it anymore, but I think we are slightly positive, very slightly positive. Stochastic is negative on the 2-hour. It was positive yesterday. On the 4-hour, we are negative. It was positive yesterday. On the 6-hour, we are negative. It was positive yesterday. So as you see, it looks not as good today as it did yesterday. On the 1 day, we are flat. Yesterday we were flat too. On the 1 week, we are negative. And the 1 week is an important chart. Also, I must remind you that we are overbought, that you do not go long according to classical TA when you are overbought. You're trying to find an exit position, but you do not go long. And once you break the 80, you should head down to the 20. So I'm expecting that to happen. That's what every analyst is looking for right now. Let's jump into, we have the 1 week, and I still have to look at the 1 month. The 1 month will be positive, but I'll still take a look at it. Yes, it is positive. Now, candlestick. Candlestick, I'm looking at the 1 month, and the 1 month is bearish. Let's look at the 1 week. 1 week is bearish 2, negative, I mean. And 1 day is negative. Yesterday was positive, but today we are negative. So candlesticks are fully negative, 3 out of 3. Let's hope that price finally breaks down, because I have enough of that, because I don't want, I would like to reach our goal and then talk about taking long positions once we did that. So I would like us to get out of this flagged market in which we are since a couple of days. Let's check for how long we are in there. But it's easy. I don't need an indicator. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So a little more than 1 week, we are flat for a little more than 1 week. But we are consolidating, I would say, more at the lows than the highs. So I expect us to back down. People see a head and shoulder. I'm not sure if I can draw that, because actually I don't know where that drawing tool is. Yes, that drawing tool could be fine. Let's see if I can draw the head and shoulder. I'm doing this live, and you should not do this live, because if I make it wrong, you will laugh at me. Man, why can I not select it and erase it? I cannot believe it. I cannot believe that selecting and erasing is not possible. Here, now select that one and erase it. Great, thank you a lot. That was very kind of you. I really appreciate that. I really do. So let's see if I can draw it, if I can give you the head and shoulder. So this should be the head. This should be the left shoulder, and this should be the right shoulder. Okay. And the target is to the neckline. So let's see if we can draw the neckline somewhere. Where is the neckline? It's a little hard to say, but I would think that the neckline is somewhere here. Can that be? Yes, I should check before making the videos. Anyways, then you have a target from that is here, around here, and you copy that arrow. Or is the neckline lower? Could the neckline be here? I'm not sure where you draw the neckline. If the neckline is here, if you draw it up there or here, I'll have to check. We can check together, actually. Let's check together. So I'm going to, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing now. I'm just Googling, actually I don't use Google, but I'm Googling head and shoulders. Pattern. I don't know if you can see that. Huh? I'm just Googling head and shoulder pattern, and I'm going to take a look at some images. I don't think you can see it because I don't think I'm on screen share. So the neckline is down. It's not the up one, it's down. I'm sorry. The neckline is down. So I just checked. Probably you could not see what I'm doing, but the neckline is down here. Yes, it is down here. It is not up there. I just checked. Huh? So when you don't know, you check. When you're hesitating, you do a check. I'm doing this live, so I can make mistakes while I'm talking. but that's how it is. So let's copy. Copy and clone. And let's now paste. Where is the paste? So I have no idea how you passed stuff once you copied it. I'm sorry, guys. There should be a possibility to do that. Let's see. I'm looking for the how to paste, because if I click clear V, it does not paste. So how do I paste stuff once I cloned it? Oh, I have to press clone. I think I have to press clone. Yes, that's it. Sorry, it's not called pasting, but it's called clone. So once we break down, let's say we break down here or here, here, whatever, we should go down to here. That would be perfect. So now I'm taking my drawings off the screen because it will mess with my, or I leave it up to tomorrow. But tomorrow I have to take it away because it will mess with my drawings, with my chart. So let's leave it until tomorrow and then take it off. Next chart is the RSI band, and I'm having the 1 week. 1 week is positive. Let's take a look at the 1 day. Because of the directional index oscillator, I give it a negative. And let's also look at the 6 hour. Here again, because of the directional index oscillator, I give it a negative. Next, we are going to take a look at the Madrid moving average, the RSI histo alert, MACD for colorblind people, squeezy momentum indicator, directional momentum index. So we take a look at all of them. Since I'm on the 6 hour chart, let's stay on the 6 hour chart. 6 hour chart, first indicator is negative, second is negative, third is negative, fourth indicator is positive, the rest is all negative. Yesterday RSI was positive, but today it's negative. Fourth is positive, and the final indicator is negative. Now let's look at the 1 week chart. 1 week chart, first, everything is still positive, but remember, we just touched here, and after touching, price should break down. So it's still, in my opinion, has not break down enough, but I'm going to take some time and check if that is the case or not. So here we did break down, we did go down a lot. Here we touched again and again, and we break down a lot. When we break down, we went below that middle line, that line at 20. Here we touched and we broke down, we went below the middle line. Here we touched again, we broke down, we did not go below the middle lines. So we don't always go below the middle line. Here we did not touch, here we did touch, and we did go below the middle line. Anyways, percentage-wise, we haven't had enough of a pullback. And we have touched twice. And percentage-wise, we did not get enough of a pullback. Next indicator. Next indicator is the S and R, a parabolic S and R, and high Fibonacci candlestick. So Heikenarche candle stick is positive and parabolic SNR is positive on the 3 week, which tells me that the bull market has started, and the same is the case on the 2 week. But be careful. Here you have an SR, which is now at 4.8 or something like that, or 5K. And next candlestick will be next candle will be a little higher. And if that breaks, well, we could go a little lower, but I don't expect it to be more than here. I still expect that the bull market has started, and that even if it breaks, it won't do much more damage than here. But we will see about that once we reach 5K. Now let's look at fractals by Williams, and let's look at OXO. We are on the 1 month chart, and the 1 month chart is positive. Let's look at the 1 week chart, which is negative, and you had a confirmation of a negative trend. 12 hour is negative. Yesterday it was positive, but today it's negative. And 6 hour is negative too. Yesterday it was positive. So fractals is, there's only one positive out of 4. Now let's look at OXO. OXO is negative on the 6 hour. On the 1 week, I think it's still positive. And then on the 1 month, it's also positive. So you have you're positive 4 out of 5, according to OXO. Next indicator. So we are on the 1 week. 1 week seems to be positive everywhere, but percentage errors did break down. So be aware of that we did break down below the 20 line. But I still give it a positive on the weekly. Now let's jump to the 6 hour chart to see what's happening there. Negative, and here I would like to give it a negative or a flat. I think I would say we have to go. Let's give it a flat, since we are in between. Let's not be too bearish and give it a flat. But the first 2 indicators are negative. Yesterday it was the same. KK, what does KK says? KK intraday MSA is negative. It was positive yesterday. And then we are positive. Net force is negative. It was positive yesterday. And the last indicator is negative too. Yes, and now we're going to take a look at the 1 week chart. And we are positive and positive on the last one. And in the middle, we are negative. And be careful when net force is negative on the weekly, normally price drops. Now we look at the combined DMI moving average, which is negative on the 6 hour time frame. And we're going to look at parabolic stop, smooth rate of change, B3 directional index, trend index, composite momentum index, force index. And we are on the 6 hour. The 6 hour is negative, negative, positive, negative, and the last one is, I give it a flat because I can't see, is it a flat or is it a positive? I can see if we are positive or negative, so I'll give it a flat. So the last one is flat, and the one above is negative. And the rest, the one above that is positive, and the smoothed rate of change is negative, and the first one, the parabolic stop, is negative on the 6 hour. And let's take a look at the 12 hour. First one is positive, second one negative, third one negative, fourth one, I give it a positive, and last one negative. So fourth one is positive, and the rest is all negative, if I'm not mistaken. First one is positive. Let's go to the 1 week. We are positive, 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 negative. 1 week is negative on the composite momentum index, and the last one is positive too. Okay, let's jump into the next chart because we have to move on. We are on the 6 hour chart. First indicator, parabolic theta, is negative. Second indicator, RSI, yesterday was positive, but today it is negative. Third indicator, commodity channel is negative. Yesterday, no, it's positive. Yesterday it was negative. And the thermometer for now is low, but yesterday it was high. But for now, maybe I should take actually last day, not current day. I'm hesitating because if you take current day, it's still open and it does not really give you any important information because you still have a lot to go. So I think that for the market thermometer, we have to look at yesterday, and I'm going to do that. So I give it a positive. So I give it a high, not a low, because today is still open. Today it's at last candle, last 6 hour it was a high, so I give it a high because we still have 2 hours to go. So I don't know if we will end high, probably not. But I look at last candle. Let's look at last candle for the thermometer. That makes probably more sense. Now let's look at the 1 day. 1 day we are positive, negative, negative, and low. Even if I look at yesterday, today is still open and we did not get a candle, but yesterday we are low. We were low. So yesterday is low and we are negative and negative, but the first one is positive. Okay, and the 1 week chart. We are positive, negative, positive, and high. So the 1 week chart is positive, then negative, RSI is negative. Commodity is still positive, and the volume and the thermometer, market thermometer, which probably is based on volume. I don't remember, I've read about it, but I'm not sure right now, so I don't want to say something that is wrong. Anyways, the market thermometer is high according to yesterday. Now let's finish with the 1 month. We are negative, positive, positive, and since I'm taking last candle, high. So I said high, positive, positive, and first one is negative. If we take a second to look at the parabolic theta on the 1 month, notice that during the last bear market, it was much longer. I mean, the red dots were much longer. Also, we only started getting green dots here. Right now, we still have the red dots, and we did not get any green dots. So to me, that is bearish. That is telling me that the bear market has not ended. And it was so long last time before we broke all-time highs. But it should be much. There should be the double amount of pain until we break the next highs. It is just too short compared to last bear market, and we don't have any indication of don't have any green dots. Anyways, it's just time. If I look at the time frames, I think it is a very short amount of time we have spent in the bear markets. And for me, it's too short. It's actually too short. But maybe I could be wrong. But still, we don't have a green dot. I know it will still take some time, but we don't have a green dot for now. It's just some reflections around the parabolic glitter on the 1 month. Ultimate bar analysis, RSI, Robo, average directional index, KK, dynamic trend. Okay, and we are on the 1 month. First positive, second is negative, third and fourth is positive. So nothing has changed from yesterday. Let's take a look at the 1 week. We are positive, 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 and negative. Last one is negative on the 1 week. The rest is positive, same as yesterday. And I want to look at the 12-hour. 12-hour is negative, and it is negative, negative, and negative. Everything is negative on the 12-hour. Yesterday, the last indicator, trade dynamic index, was positive, but today it's negative. And we'll finish off with the 6-hour. We are negative here. I have to check. We are negative, negative, and negative. Everything is negative according to the 6-hour. Yesterday, first indicator was positive, and last indicator was positive, but today they are both negative. Next indicator. Heiken-Nachi and the Vermont Heiken-Nachi. We'll take a look at the 1 month or the 1 week. Let's start with the 1 week. Let's start with the 1 month. 1 month is positive. That should be the end of the bear market. And 3 weeks is positive. It also tells me that the bear market should be over. Now we look at strategy MACD and RSI. Let's start with the 6-hour. 6-hour, we are positive, and we were positive yesterday. Let's jump into the 1 week. We are positive, and take a look at the 1 month. We are positive. Bear market should be over since the 1 month went positive. Let's look at volume. I want to look at 1 month, and it's positive, and 1 week, and it's also positive but dropping. Let's take a look at the commodity channel. And on the 1 week, we are positive. And on the 6-hour, I'll have to check. On the 6-hour, we are still positive. Okay, one of my favorite indicators. And it tells you the same thing as always, but we're getting closer and closer. It tells me that we had the first golden cross and that we get the next golden cross soon. price should be attracted to it. As I told you, I'm expecting correction about 40%, and that should bring us down here. After the second golden cross, we have the EMAs and the SMAs in the natural order, which mean the green one above the red one above the blue ones. And don't forget that you do get corrections on Bitcoin. You had one correction here. The first one never counts, but then the first one, the second one, the third one, the fourth one, fifth one, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 during the last bull market. So if the bull market has started, which I believe, since I give it an 80% chance. Now, I did not do that when we were down here. When we were down here, I thought we'd go lower. Where I was, I thought that there was maybe 30% or 20% or 30, 40%. I don't remember, but I was bearish here. Then I went neutral, and then I went up to 60, 70, and up here, since it took out all my indicators, I went bullish. But remember, you always get corrections on Bitcoin, okay? If not, it's not the same asset. If not, it's something that never happened according to history. You always get in corrections, and the corrections are between 30 and 40%. So right now, the correction is still not deep enough. We did not go low enough. We should go at least to here, because that is very overextended. That is very overbought, grossly overbought. We should correct, and we should correct up to 5K, around 5K. Once we go there, we look at the chart, and we'll see if it's time to load up on Bitcoin or not. But according to this indicator and what I'm showing you, we are in the first correction. This one was too close to the bottom, so it does not count. Also, let's just jump back, because I haven't talked about that, and I've just seen it. You did not get a green flash down here. So I'm expecting, like here, to get a green flash confirmation of the bull market, but we did not get it. And then we get more green indication that the bull market is still on. Right? We still have only red flashes, which tell us that the bear market is still on. I'm still waiting for my green flash, which I don't know when I will get, but I'm still waiting for it. So that indicator, I gave it 1 negative and 2 positive. Why 2 positive? Because we had the first golden cross, and we are above the EMAs and the SMAs. But we are missing the second golden cross. That's why there's 1 negative, and we are missing the green flash down here. Next indicator is always very fast, because there's not much to say. We are positive, and as long as we are positive, you can argue that the bear market is over. Now let's look at MEMA and the BB parabolic SRR. So here we are still been holding up by that moving average, but it should break and we should go down. Stop universe should also get hit. And I'm expecting us to drop up to the yellow moving average. Here you have an Ichimoku and a second Ichimoku with arrows. The arrows are still pointing down. I'm still missing an arrow up, and we are in the cloud. So I give it 2 negative. I want green arrows indicating me that the bull market has started, which is not the case right now. So let's see what I give that indicator. I give it 2 negative because I'm still missing the arrow, and we are still in the cloud. The next indicator is also an Ichimoku. Here we have one positive because we have the arrows pointing up. We have a second positive because there's an indication above the candles, which tell us that the bull market has started, but we are in the cloud, which is negative. So I give it 2 positive out of 3. The negative point is that we are still in the cloud, and I want us to get out of the cloud and stay above it, just as we went out of the cloud here and then stayed above it. That's what I'm looking for. Next indicator, also Ichimoku on steroids, and it's still positive. All positive, 3 out of 3. One more Ichimoku. This one is positive because you have the green moving. I think it's a moving average, higher than the red one, and that's positive. And but we are in the cloud. That's negative. So I give it a 1 out of 2. Now my RSI, let's see how it's called. RSMTF Murray's math line, and they tell me that the bottom is in because just last time this line did hold, and then we went up. So it did hold, and we could go up, but also we touched it once here nearly, and then the second one we went a bit below it. So now we have touched it once. We could touch it one more time and then go higher. That will be hard from a technical point of view, because if we go that low, I think that the probability is quite high that we go that we will touch the down line, which is at 1.9K right now. But anyways, the line in between, which is at 6.3K, should hold or could hold. Let's say it like this. Next. So NVT and Oscar Simple Ichimoku. Oscar is bullish on the weekly and bullish on the daily. And NVT is negative on the weekly and negative on the daily. Also, it's still pointing down, and we haven't got any green. But I'm not sure that we get the green, but the red has to disappear. So we still have to go lower. What would be great is if we get a green line just as here, but I'm not sure that we will. Anyways, we have to go lower. The red has to disappear, according to NVT. Even if we don't get a green, which would be great, but I'm not sure we will get it. My best parabolic SSR study, 6 hour is positive right now. Yesterday it was negative. 1 day is still negative. Yesterday was negative too. 5 days is positive, but we're getting close to hit it. And then 1 week is positive, and 1 month is positive. So let's go back to the 6 hour. And then let's jump into my safe zone. So we're sitting on that safe zone at 76K. And there's one more, and there is a chandelier at 7K. So those are stop loss indicators, and they should both get hit. And then we should go down to 5K. The first one did get hit. Here we have the Donchen channel, and it is negative. Yesterday it was positive. Okay, if I recap, there's also a hyperwave on Bitcoin, so that is bearish. We have seen 3 bearish indicator and 12 bullish indicator. My discretional call, my judgment call is that short term we go down, intermediate term we go down, long term we go up. I would recommend a short position with a probability of 63.44%. And I give it for now, the bull market, a chance that it has started, a chance of 80%. But that might change once we reach 5K and if 5K does not hold. Right now I give it an 80% because it turned around all my indicators. So thanks a lot for watching. Let's jump back to my webpage. My webpage and my Twitter link are in the description. Please don't hesitate and subscribe and get an icon notifications going. If you go for that, so you see when I post a video. And follow me on Twitter. I talk about a lot of stuff, and it's mostly interesting. At least I think so. Well, you see, mostly because it will be economics, but not just. And it could be interesting following me on Twitter. Take a look at my Twitter and decide for yourself. Anyways, thanks a lot for watching. And normally, if everything goes right, I'll see you tomorrow. And we see what the chart have done then. Until then, thanks a lot and see you. Bye-bye.